We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
So the New York starting five. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. Here's Paul. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
Towns wide open. Off target with his 3. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Towns with the bucket.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 5 to shoot. Here's Sohan. Makes it off the glass.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting that layup.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I did speak with the head coach of the Spurs. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
He hits both from the stripe. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Hart finds Anunoby. Back to Hart. McBride with the ball. Now, here's Bridges. Against Miami, he was really on his game.
The mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Barnes kicks to Vassell. Yes, that goes in.
The defense was there, but Vassell stays calm and uses that length inside.
Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Castle. They set the pick. From deep, trains the three-pointer.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
McBride passes to Anunoby. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Vassell, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. McBride with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Vassell, no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Bridges passes to McBride. Towns a screen on Vassell. There's the drive. Off on the layup. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Paul. Here's Castle. He's guarded by Anunoby. Fires the three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Inside or out, this is a collection of players that has really been doing the job lately. The leading rebounders from the shooting guard position since the All-Star break. Fifth on the list, Devin Vassell.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a two-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And the energy they show on the glass is outstanding. They work so hard in that paint.
Shot by Champagnie, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Vassell. Bridges misses.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. Anunoby outside. Back to McBride. And taken away by Paul. Pass to Vassell. Spurs working the ball around now. Sohan inside. Defended by Towns. Shot clock at 2. The shot's good from Paul.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Chance to check out the stats for Bridges. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's around 18 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Towns the pass to McBride. Now here's Hart. Pass to Towns. Over Sohan. And again it's the Knicks missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
The free throw drops for Sohan. San Antonio making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Watson, he's checked in for Anunoby. Landry Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Miles McBride. And so Sohan nails both of them. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 3. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And the rejection by Town. San Antonio ball. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And the Spurs with possession here. 3-point lead. And that one's good. Champagny.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
Inside. Here's Watson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the free throw, no good. Spurs leading by 4. To the paint. Fades back. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Showing he's more than just a shooter. Johnson inside.
Here's Hart. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. Johnson from outside. It's rebounded by New York. And here is Shamet. Hasn't made one yet. Towns the screen. Here's Hart. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I love the positioning of Johnson on defense in a spot where he can affect the shot.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Payne passes to Shamet. Back to Payne. Robinson sets a screen for Payne. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at San Antonio. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. San Antonio with the ball. 6-point game. Now Wesley. Still scoreless. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Champagny. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Shamet. They get the rebound. Another shot. It's blocked. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Wesley with the ball. Working on Payne. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. Number 5, the Spurs.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Kolek, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for New York. Kolek taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Champagny. Offline with his 3. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Kolek.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shoots with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Wesley. From beyond the arc, buries the long-range jumper. And the Spurs lead by 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Kolek. Fires the 3. That's Biombo with the rebound. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for New York.
Next substitution. Number 17. P.J.
Wesley the pass to Champagny. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Shamet. To the inside. Outside for Robinson. Pulls up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 36 seconds left in the first. Johnson outside. San Antonio again missing. Up top right, covered by Wesley. Here's Kolek. A three-pointer, no good. Pass to Wesley, and stolen by Wright. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Chris Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
There's the pick. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Paul with the 3. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Paul. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Hart for 3. Rebound by Sohan.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Launches a 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. New York shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Payne dishes to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. Nailed from three-point land. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the wing on the left. Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Achua. Still without a basket. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Vassell outside. Johnson sets the screen for Vassell. A three-pointer is right on target. Vassell's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Bridges. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Payne passes to Achua. The layup off target. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Castle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
That's good from Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
San Antonio making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Achua.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Hart, no good. Spurs leading by 8. Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Sohan with the ball. Shoots over Achua. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 12.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Achua. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Works that one inside nicely.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one falls for Achua. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Bounce pass from Sohan. The kick out to Barnes. And a fast break now for New York. Here's McBride. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. McBride's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Castle. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by New York.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Knicks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And he makes the first. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Achua. And McBride drops them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect with the line so far here in the second quarter.
Paul outside. San Antonio again missing. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Towns. And Anunoby now top of the key. Jacks up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Back to Paul. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Castle. And that time, also a missed shot.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Anunoby finds McBride. Here's Towns, and there's another one for the Knicks.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
The Spurs making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Payne. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He has yet to score. Paul with the ball. Here's Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Hart. Right wing. Now McBride. Shot clock at 6. Towns the screen. McBride's shot is off. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
He's off on the second. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Now McBride. 6 points for him. Here's Champagnie to the middle. Pass to Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Got that one up quick. Hart's got 5 points so far. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Takes it inside. It's blocked. Sohan up top. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Outside, Towns. Doesn't go for him.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Mamu Kelishvili passes to Champagnie. Here's Castle. Drains it from 17 feet out. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Towns for 3. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
That's the 2nd long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
San Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Biombo is checked in for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Castle. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And here is Wesley. Puts up a three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Shamet kicks to Towns. Lots of room. Another miss by Towns.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Here's Wesley. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Knicks trail by 3. Shamet the pass to Robinson. Back to Shamet. Now Towns. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Barnes for 3. And that one's good. Barnes. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Johnson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Bridges outside. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
And here's a look at some numbers for Shamet. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
You're right. He's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
Wesley with the ball. He has 6. And the rejection by Towns. Shamet kicks to Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Robinson. The rebound by the Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Wesley. He's covered by Shamet.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For San Antonio, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Wesley, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. The Knicks making a switch here. Payne's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing here by 8. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Bridges to end the cold streak. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of it.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Still scoreless. Takes the three. Doesn't go that time. And that concludes the first half. It's San Antonio. They're up by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity. We're back on our heels. They're attacking us. Not getting much done.
I do not envy those young men going into the locker room right now. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on the injured players around the NBA.
The Nuggets are struggling with the injury problems. Jokic brings so much to this team. His absence cannot be understated. They're missing a nightly triple-double threat. Those are huge shoes to fill at the center position.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Spurs.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the Spurs with possession. 6-point lead. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Bridges out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. Back to McBride. Lays it up off the glass. McBride's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Hart. Bridges with it. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Such a wide open look. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
And that one falls for Vassell.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Barnes outside. Back to Paul. And they call an illegal screen here. While we're on a short break, we've got some time to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. 5th best, Mikal Bridges.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten him through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, the kind of active defense these guys play require a lot of stamina, and they don't have an off switch. It's all effort all the time.
Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Bridges with the block.
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sohan.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare shooters.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Just 4 to shoot. Bridges misses. Spurs leading by 6. It's Vassell on the wing. Back to Sohan. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Harrison Barnes here. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Anunoby finds McBride. Now Bridges. Hart with the screen for Bridges. New York missing again. Spurs leading by 8. Pass to Vassell. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Hart. A beautiful reverse layup. Hart's got 7 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
No hesitation from Barnes. Knew he was going to get the whistle, played right through it.
First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls. Barnes hits them both. Knicks trail by 8. Now McBride. 8 points for him. Let's see some of the numbers here for Devin Vassell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 7. Barnes outside. Pass to Castle. Back to Barnes. Now here's Paul. D right on him. Over McBride. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 8.
There aren't a lot of guys in this league who shoot mid-range, but Paul, he's one of them.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Here's Towns. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. There's the pick. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Let's give it up for your Spurs Hype Squad.
The Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Payne in for Hart. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Sohan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible. And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Payne passes to Robinson. Over Sohan. The kick out to Anunoby. Robinson a screen on Barnes. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Take a look at the Knicks. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And seeing where the Knicks are,
they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
That shot wide open. Champagne's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's McBride. He's got 9. A good-looking shot from the wing. McBride's got 5 points in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Here's Vassell. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Payne. It's Robinson high post. Clock at 6. Back to Payne. Here's McBride. Connects from 3-point range. McBride's got 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Knicks trail by 7. Payne looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Payne's got his second basket.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Vassell, the bounce pass. Sohan, the pass to Barnes. Paul outside. From downtown, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
There's that poise we talk about with Paul, not rushing anything with the clock up against him.
Anunoby kicks to Bridges. It's Robinson high post. San Antonio with the rebound. Sohan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Vassell wide open. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 8. Anunoby passes to McBride. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Bridges. And it's blocked.
Putting that 6'10 wingspan to use, Vassell comes away with the rejection.
A different look now for San Antonio. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and it's Johnson in for Vassell. And New York with a change here, too. Landry Shamet's checked in for Miles McBride. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Sohan, shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Sohan.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Anunoby is screen on Johnson. Pass to Robinson. Anunoby with it. They need this. Good on the three-point shot. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And yes, it's good. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Robinson a screen on Johnson. Here's Bridges. And Wesley pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Anunoby passes to Payne. Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. And the 3 off target. Sohan with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Back to Sohan. Over Robinson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Sohan's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. Robinson up top. Nothing on the board. Bridges misses.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And here is Wesley. Here's Sohan. And the Spurs scoring again.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Back to the action in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Sohan is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Anunoby. Pass to Sohan. No good there. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's McBride. New York moving the ball around. Shamet kicks to Hart. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
One shot for New York. Josh Hart at the line for one.
Free throw good. Hart. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. It's Vassell on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Knicks trail by 11. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And McBride gets it to go.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Paul passes to Sohan. Towns with the defensive effort.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Hart the pass to McBride. From outside off the mark. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Just 5 on the clock. Intercepted. Anunoby with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Paul. Pass to Sohan. Knicks with the rebound. Hart the pass to McBride. Left side, Towns. In the corner, Shamet with it. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
to Sohan. Here's Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
What makes Johnson so tough is his upper body strength.
RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Landry Shamet. Second free throw, no good.
A solid all-around player, Johnson can be plugged into any lineup. Why? Because of his versatility.
Hart, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Pass to Anunoby. And here is Bridges. Anunoby outside. Towns finds McBride. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Miles McBride taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Spurs leading by 9. Vassell outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Bridges for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Hart. Outside, Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sohan. Shoots over Towns. And the shot no good, a bit short. Knicks trail by 6. Bridges finds McBride. Bridges a screen on Paul. Three-pointer. McBride's shot is off. The Spurs shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Johnson, banked in off the glass.
What physicality from Johnson down low, throwing his weight around and getting past the contact.
Out to the wing. Offside, Towns. Back to McBride. Towns, the screen. McBride's shot is off.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
He's becoming a more potent offensive threat. When Johnson is catching and firing, it helps him get into a rhythm.
Down low, stolen. To the paint. Pass to Paul. Spurs passing it around. Johnson from outside. Some solid defense from Hart. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Back to Paul. Over McBride. And the dunk by Sohan.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And McBride gets it to go.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Castle, defended by Bridges. Here's Sohan. 2 points, that one goes. Sohan's got 18 points just in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's good, 2 points.
And Bridges has a nice all-around game, including knowing when to involve his teammates.
Johnson with a screen on Bridges. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Kelvin Johnson. Shooting one.
Now look, he's a versatile weapon. Johnson is someone that wants to keep improving and shouldering more responsibilities on both ends of the floor.
14 feet away. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs leading by 9. Nice move. Johnson kicks to Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Buries it from three-point range. Sohan's got 38 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Towns for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell outside. Pass to Sohan. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Sohan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Get down. Nice guy. It's all good.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. To stop the run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
Carl Anthony Towns taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And the second free throw, good. Now here's Paul. To the middle, here's Castle. Over Bridges. Castle misses.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Carl Anthony Towns at the line for one.
The free throw drops for Towns. So it's the Spurs now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Barnes screen on Towns. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Towns a screen on Barnes. Hart, no good. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
There's a good screen. Castle off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. Towns a screen on Vassell. New York, no good that time either. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now, Sohan. Here's Castle. 6 to shoot. For 3. Vassell, no good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.